hello. I just got back from counseling, and we are back with more of Digimon story. Hentai memory, I don't know. I'm really sorry about the last stream yesterday. I really wanted to get it going. Hey, Nightwing, first low budget Pokemon is beautiful. Dad caught it every single time, Nightwing. But yes, yesterday's stream kind of went awry for some reason. Like, I tried to record again, and for some reason it just wouldn't work. Like, every time I get it started, like, one of my mods would let me know that I was buffering really bad. And while I was scrolling through the settings, like, everything was just kind of going wrong, so... Oh my god. Are you referring to Dio? Or are you referring to his son in part 5? But yeah, how are you guys doing? A part of me also, like, I was actually thinking about, and I said this to my mods, Gladys and Gargon, I actually was thinking about Zawaldo start playing. Oh my god. I was actually thinking about getting rid of the streams from yesterday. Yesterday, I think for the good, like, 10 to 20 minutes, it was all just me going on, like, an emotional tear. And, like, I did not want to feel that vulnerable when it happened. But I couldn't help the fact that it happened. And I was just so grateful about everything that had went on. It all just got to me. But I think that ultimately, I think I'm gonna leave them up. Hey God, hey Gladys, I'm glad to see you guys can make it. Pandamon is also glad to see you guys can make it. But yeah, I ultimately decided that I'm gonna leave them, you know, because me taking them down, it's not like the last time I had to take down a stream. It wasn't like the last time where, like, it was literally uncomfort all around, and I didn't want that to be shown through my stream. It wasn't like that, it was just, I didn't want to be that emotional, and that real and raw with you guys. Pause on all that. But I didn't really want that. But you know, I don't mind it. I think it's much better that I'm like this and I'm real with you guys, and that I can be real with you guys. It's much better for me this way than, like, to be anything else. So that's where I am right now while I was trying to figure everything out. So yeah, that's where we are right now. I'm still extremely getting over what happened with, I'm still trying to get over what happened at KCON this past weekend. Like, It feels like a dream, honestly. It doesn't feel like any of it actually happened, except I know for a fact that it all happened. I'm actually gonna break my own rule that was set up. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna switch Digimon out. I'm gonna switch these two. Yeah, that's about it. That's really all I need to switch for right now. And then we're gonna talk to Mide. Get the mastermind be set up on Kowloon level 2. So we're gonna head to Kowloon level 2, which we are already in. So how are you guys doing today? What's up with you guys? Enough talking about me, because if I kept talking about me, literally, with everything that happened, I could literally go on to you guys all day. So, what's going on with you guys? How are you? How was your weekend? How's Monday been treating you? As we do all this running around to try and figure out what the hell is going on. Yo, they are really hauling ass. Pretty good. Sleepy as hell. I've been eating candy all day. Why have you been eating candy all day? Aren't you usually eating Zaxby's fries or something? Why are you eating candy all day? You know, because I'm actually not sure if she's here. But, I had actually, while I was at my friend's house, I had actually been watching Gladys's stream. Now, normally that isn't too much of a real big deal, but the stream that I was watching in question was the Jack 2 stream that she used. I know she hates that game, but I love seeing that stream. I don't even really know why, but I love seeing that stream. Oh, I have another new Digimon. His name is San Galopmon. He's actually pretty strong and does multiple hit damage and has some stun abilities. Hey, stream and work? Nice. What's up, man? What you been up to? Cause I know I introduced you to, you know, a new girlfriend. Oh, man. What the fuck is I about to do? Oh, I remember now. Did you gain something? Oof. Yeah, man, I told you, like, it's real out here. Like, I've actually become, like, fully devoted to, like, Eyes 1. In fact, last night, right? Last night, I started watching stuff at, like, 11. I was watching some of the Produce 48 stuff that involved, Cheon. Oh my god. Cheon really is just, like, amazing with everything she does. And the crazy part about it is, when she was a part of the team that she was a part of, she was actually, she predicted her own self getting kicked off the team. And it was so painful to watch, and I don't know. I haven't felt this way about a bias in a long time, yo. In a very long time. So, that's pretty much that on that. So, like, my bias in that group is Lee Chan, you know? And life goes on. Until, of course, IS-1 breaks up, and, like, when that happens, either they renew, or the world is gonna riot. But I will say this, though. I don't think you guys will ever really understand just how hard it is to explain to your therapist or counselor that you're in an amazing mood until you gotta do it. Like, you can't necessarily explain how you feel about something that didn't even feel like it really happened to your counselor without her looking like really confused. So that was me. But yeah, so I really would like to story mode. Oh damn. Hold on a second, guys. Let me just There we go. Digimon プログラムの影響を受けることもあるんじゃねえのってことさ。でもそんなことありえないと思う。精神データを守っている防壁は何よりも強固なはずだし。I actually might start speeding through some of the dialogue because I don't know, like I still want to like talk and interact with you guys, but if I talk, all I'm gonna do is talk about K-pop and K-pop in general. And if I go into that, like, you know, like, we'll be here for a while, so I don't know. そうなんだよな。
ま、でもこんなこと俺たちが考えていても仕方ねえさ。ひとまずメフィストさんを懲らしめることには成功したんだろ。依頼完了じゃん。
いや、まだ。ザクソンからの依頼は狩られたアカウントデータの破棄だ。奪われたアカウントは全て取り返す必要がある。メフィストさんの端末情報はコピーしてある。エリカ、解析してくれ。奴が他のアカウントをどこにやったのかを知りたい。
ワンマン、手伝って。
Oh boy, here comes everyone's favorite Digimon, Wormmon.
お前お手伝いができるようになったんだ。
はいでしょ。エリカに教わったんですよ。メフィストさんが他のユーザーとやり取りしていたログがありましょ。見せて。企業ユーザーと頻繁にやり取りしてるね。アカウントの転送ログもある。
そいつだな。なんで企業だ。
名前はヤミーマイニングでしょ。
これはどう考えても嫌。
そのまんますぎて悪ふざけなレベルだね。メフィストさんはこの企業にアカウントを売っていたみたいでしょ。企業の一番偉い人の名前はカヤバタールでしょ。
アカウントの転送先がその企業サーバーか。直接侵入してデータを奪うぞ。
ほんじゃま、俺とジョーは引き続きサポートに回りますか。
Toru Kayaba, the next target Kay told me about. Maybe I should tell Ryuji and the others about Kay.
おい、どうした？行くぞ。
So you're not gonna tell him? You're not gonna tell him? Just like, listen, I know this sounds strange, but there's a nigga that's been contacting me. His name is K. I don't know what that stands for. Has anyone ever seen an anime by that name? It's called Project K. It's really good if you haven't seen it. It's actually one of my favorites. It sucks that it only got like, I think like 2 seasons in a movie. So it sucks, but yeah. Is everything alright? Like, did the stream die? Like, will I have to reset this again? Where the fuck am I supposed to be going? Okay. Well, what I was saying before was I would actually love to see more of Gladys streaming more of Gladys streaming Jack 2. I know she hates it, you know, and I know she rages a lot over it, but like I would just love to see her stream it more often, cause like you don't hear too many people give like honest opinions.
サーバーに侵入するのは初めてか？感覚は通常のエデンエリアと同じだ。サーバーもアバターで行動できるように構成されている。それによるメリットデメリットはいろいろあるわけだ。メリットはまず電脳空間にサーバーを構築することでセキュリティを可視化して示すことができる。何よりエデンシステムそのものも最先端の強固なセキュリティ。そのエデン内にサーバーを持っているが従来のハッキングでは内側からサーバーがアバターデメリットはもちろんこうやって
I think I know what I'm gonna do. What I'm actually gonna do is like for little basic stupid stuff, I'm gonna like cut through the dialogue, and for like much smaller thing, oh. The Digimon that you see on the screen, the Guardiamon, the one that looks like a bunch of little gears, and that golden one over there, Numamon, the King Numamon, I think. Those are all a part of this computer security system, for the most part. So the first thing we're going to do is activate acceleration. And yeah, we're gonna see how far we can make it so far. You will have to wait. Okay, so first thing we have to do is use the hacker skill for, it's not visualization. I think it's this one. Yep, there it is. But yeah, like, I like hearing honest opinions about a game and stuff like that. And Gladys, I think, I feel like with Gladys, she's like twice as knowledgeable as she like lets on, especially the games she loves. Like, I love that passion about her, because it's kind of like most people will go with like the consensus of like what's actually, I guess you could say, a good game. Like, some people will just go with the regular response. Like, I think the best example of this was the Video Game Awards last year. And basically what happened during the Video Game Awards was Red Dead Redemption, who had just a game that had just came out not too long ago. Red Dead Redemption comes out and literally sweeps everybody in regards to winning awards, and yet God of War wins Game of the Year, which to a lot of people is the most important one. So the whole time as this is going on, my question is, if you had already known that God of War was going to be your Game of the Year, why did you decide that you were just going to give Red Dead Redemption 2 everything? Like, that personally makes no sense to me, you know? But at the same token, I have not played Red Dead Redemption 2, so I can't really say if, like, it would really be a contender for Game of the Year or not for me, because I haven't played it, and that would be unfair to just, like, base it off of the hype people have given it. I don't. So yeah, that's just my take on that, and I like the fact that Gladys does that, so I would love to see more Jack 2 streams from her, if for no other reason than just, like, at least seeing the rage. But, yeah, so I'm still kind of looking back on KCON and everything that happened, and just the experience of, like, being there and meeting new people, and, you know, it was actually really interesting because, once we were waiting for the train to come back from the concert, or once we were leaving to go to get ourselves ready for the concert, what happened was, he was telling me that, like, you know, in regards to, like, an anime, in regards to a K-pop convention, most anime conventions, they just don't, excuse me, they just don't hit the same. And I'm gonna be honest with you, he's absolutely right. Like, I don't think that I have ever been more social during a convention before K-pop. Like, I was talking to so many people, and everyone was so approachable and so nice, and like, just being able to express respectively, give our opinions and just talk about the stuff that we love and things like that. Like, you could do that at an anime convention too, but like, okay, so this is a little story about something that happened to me the last time I went to CPAC. So what happened was, I was with this group of people because I was waiting for my own friends. And as I was waiting for them, they actually asked me, you know, what anime was I into? And I was like, oh, well, I watch a little bit of everything, you know, magical girl stuff. If I really have to, sometimes I'll watch, you know, horror-related stuff. I try to keep away from it as much as possible. So they were like, oh, I'm surprised, if you're talking about like horror and stuff like that, I'm surprised that you haven't watched Tokyo Ghoul. And I told them, you know, I mean, I have seen Tokyo Ghoul, I know about Tokyo Ghoul, but the problem is, at one point it got really, really spoiled for me, and that turned me off to just watching the show completely. And they were like, what? You watch anime and you've never watched Tokyo Ghoul? And I'm like, yeah, I haven't kept up with Tokyo Ghoul like that before. And they're like, oh, well, have you at least tell us you've at least seen Attack on Titan. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I have, but again, I haven't watched it, because, okay, some of my friends, I love them to death, but sometimes they just kind of like piss me off just a little bit. And the reason why I say that is because, like, when they're watching an anime, what they'll do when they talk about it, which is part of why I had to stay off social media for about a month, what they'll do is that they'll actually, some of them will go as far as to post like manga pages from the chapters. They go as far as posting that, and I see it all over my news feed, and it just got to a point where I was just like, you know what, I don't even want to watch the show anymore. Like, I don't have a need to, because at this point, all you guys are going to do is post the spoilers anyway. So that kind of turned me off. But I think the part that really kind of like irritated me the most was the fact that, you know, I got called out like that just because I didn't watch something that everyone else was watching at the time, you know? Now, let me actually explain something when it comes to that, because I made that reference for a specific reason. When it comes to like K-pop and things like that, if you actually want to recommend something to people, like let's say I wasn't sold on ITZY, which is a new girl group. If you want to recommend some stuff to me, that's fine. But don't say that I'm not a fan of this and that just because I haven't actually seen what you watch. You know what I'm saying? Because really, I mean, I don't really want to sound like a hipster when I say this, but really, stuff like Tokyo Ghoul and stuff like, you know, Attack on Titan and things like that, a lot of those are mainstream now. So it's kind of like, why am I gonna, and I'm not trying to be like, come off as like a hipster or anything, but like, if the show had already gotten spoiled for me, why am I actually going to try and continue watching it? Like, at that point, what the fuck did I just do? Okay, I think I know what happened. I actually have to go around. Okay, I messed up a little bit. Just a little bit. I think we could fix it. I think. Oh, fuck. I really don't. I actually hate this puzzle a lot. Oh my god. Alright, let me pause this and read some of the comments since I'm here. Yeah, I hate when people call me out for something when I didn't watch. Yeah, exactly. Like, when people shame you for not watching something all the way through, or because you haven't seen anything. What are we talking about? Nightwing, what we're referring to is how people seem to be under the assumption that they are better than you, or that you are not a real fan, based on the fact that you haven't seen, I guess, what would be considered a mainstream, like, type of show or anime. Like, honestly, a lot of my friends know I haven't seen The Walking Dead. Please don't kill me. I haven't seen Game of Thrones. You know, I think that's the one thing that people actually don't get on me about. The fact that I have not seen Game of Thrones. Because the way that everyone was going on about that final season, I think that I was blessed by the fact that I did not watch The Walking Dead, because it sounds like if I had and fully invested into it, by the time the series ended, I probably would have been the highest of disappointed. So, I haven't seen that. You know, but in K-pop, you don't really get that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people recommend groups to you. And that's great. But they're not, oh, well, I can't believe that you haven't seen this. Like, why are you even in K-pop to begin with? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get that. And I didn't get any of that at K-Con, and it was absolutely amazing. What was something else? Another little tidbit that I can give out while I go through this fucking puzzle that I hate so much. I'm trying to think. I mean, the only thing that I could think of was another incident that happened on Sunday, and it happened with one of the other cutest girls I had ever met, and I fucking hate it. If I haven't mentioned this that I hate this puzzle, but I think I just made it. Walking Dead is beautiful. I love Walking Dead. I mean, it has to be something if it made it into Tekken 7. It has to be something. At least to me, it has to be something. Oh shit, I think I just went the wrong way, you guys. Oof. I should probably eat something a little after this. I actually haven't eaten all day. I've been running on empty all day. I woke up and I streamed freaking Aya's 1, and I just... Oh yes, the Panda. Pandamon is still on the team. I need to finish Walking Dead. I started it a while ago. Which Walking Dead game, Gon? I'm hungry too. Well, Gladys, go eat. Don't be like me. Get some candy. Gon, listen. Candy don't help sometimes. Ooh. Okay. Before it changes. So basically what I'm doing is a hacker skill called root access. So basically what happens is with root access, I am actually able to rearrange how the floor is in order for me to make a path to get through it. The puzzles for it are actually a little strenuous at times. They're a little aggravating because sometimes you have to keep going back and forth to find out if you messed up on something or not. But you know, I actually did learn in the original Walking Dead. I also want to read the graphic novels too. I mean, hey, I say go for it. What the fuck? Oh, I got that. But I did learn a very important lesson. And the lesson I learned from this weekend is there's actually a specific term that me and my friend Anthony used, if he's still in the chat right now. And the specific term that we use is living life lavish. The 3 L's, as it were. And I really didn't think about it too much until this weekend. And I'll give you a perfect example. So, a certain someone who will not be named, but a certain someone, she did my friend wrong, and you know, looking back on it, the position that I was in could have legitimately have been her, but she screwed that up. She basically risked everything for nothing. And I look at where I was, and I was at his house with like his mom and his family. And by the way, I know your family probably drives you up the wall. I know it for a fact, just by like how crazy it tells me you get. But honestly, your family is just the coolest ever. And like, I'd love to go back whenever I had the opportunity. But I'm thinking about that, and I'm looking at where I am, and I'm also looking at where this person is right now. And like, I'm looking and I'm like, yeah, Everglow didn't show, like one of the artists, one of the groups that was supposed to be there on Saturday night didn't make it. And then I'm looking at her reaction versus my reaction. You know, like, Everglow wasn't there, but that didn't stop me from having a good time. Like, a lot of the performances was phenomenal, and I ended up standing a new girl group. You know, whether that part is good or bad is subjective. But all in all, you know, I had an amazing time. Like, it didn't ruin K-COD for me, and there's always a chance that they could come next year, so I'm not really all that upset about it. I'm gonna talk through some of this dialogue because it's not story related. Like, it is story related, but it's not really important revelation stuff. So, I thought about how I would react versus how she would react. And she would react, oh, let me tell you this story, yo. So, when he was still with her, It was her, her sister, and Anthony, who hopefully is in the chat, or he's listening. They had actually done so well for this card game tournament that they had made it to Worlds, which was happening in Japan. Now, it's great that you make it to Worlds and you make it to the tournament in Japan. But just the fact that you get to go to Japan regardless of anything else.
どこの誰ですかね。僕の大事なマネーサーバーで勝手なことをしているのは。
Oh, it's a scrub.
かやばか。
Oh, this is the guy with the accounts I'm supposed to hunt down. Okay. So this part's important, so I'm gonna continue after this.
サーバー主がハッカーを雇わず、自分で見回りか？随分仕事熱心なんだな。
Also, let me guys in the chat, especially my mods, if anything's wrong with the chat or whatever, just let me know and I will reset it as best I can.
雇ったハッカーなんて僕は信用できないんですよ。自分のマネーバンクは自分で見回るのが一番。おかげでこうしてマネーを狙うネズミも釣れたことですし、用心しすぎて困ることはないということですかね。そりゃご立派なことだな。ところでそこにあったのは僕がメフィストさんから買ったばかりのアカウントじゃありませんかね。あれは某企業の重役たちのアカウント。ビッグマネーに代わる大事なマネーの種を盗むなんてちょっと許すわけにはいきませんかね。どうせ汚い金で買ったんだろう。文句を言われる筋合いはねえな。これだから子供は、これだから最近のクソ生意気なハッカーはマネーの価値が何も分かっていませんね。マネーに綺麗も汚いもないのです。マネー、それすなわち可能性。マネーがあればどんなことでもできる。貧乏人が世界旅行に行くことも、病人が病気を治すことも、憎い相手を屈辱の中にひざまずかせることだって思いのままです。その可能性を得るために努力して何が悪いんですかね。アカウントを買って何が悪いんですかね。お前が言いたいことはわかるぜ。アカウントは手に入れる。あとはとんずらこいちまえばいいだけの話だ。俺もこいつには一発くれてやりたい気分。このままおとなしく返すと誰が言いましたかね。盗んだ僕の愛しいマネー返してもらいますよ。
Oh, for those of you guys that don't know, that's actually Rapidmon from Digimon Tamers, which I think is called Digimon World 3, or Digimon Adventure 3. I don't remember how he got his gold form, but it does exist, and that's his ultimate.
ついでにアカウントも買ってしまいましょうかね。
力を貸してくれ。
All right, here we go. You missed him, Gladys. Oh, the panda's joining in. Here we go. Jesus Christ, I almost killed him. And back. He's dead. So, as I was saying, so basically, she was good enough to make it all, they were good enough to make it all the way to Worlds. But unfortunately, when they got to Worlds, that was literally like the best of the best. So what ended up happening is essentially they got scrubbed out. And his sister was really cool with it, and also he was really cool with it, because I mean, they were in Japan. But she had thrown an entire temper tantrum, and like, it was so bad to the point where they could barely enjoy the trip because she was like just pouting and like throwing a tantrum. And I'm like, uh-oh.
いきなり聞き分けが良くなる必要はないんだぜ。こっちはこのままアカウント破壊したっていいくらいだ。それだけはご勘弁を。
Are we talking about the spice? Oh yeah, we're talking about the spice. I even have bubble tea on me, thank God. Yes! The nectar of KCON, yo. Bubble tea was the theme of KCON 2019, yo. But honestly, it didn't even save us, especially me, because I'm now a freaking IS1 stan. So, there's that. But yes, I am talking about the spice, because that's just so unnecessary. Like, why would you throw something over, like, losing a game, for the most part, you know? And granted, you did work hard to, like, get to where you were. So I could see if it sucked a little bit, but for you to, like, throw a huge fit and pretty much be a downer for a trip where, you know, you're in Japan, for Christ's sake. For you to do that, I don't know. It sucks. Like, now I can't enjoy anything because I have to console you over something I'm caring less and less about. So there's that. But when I thought about my position now versus her position now, I realized that, you know, I still have a lot of work to do and a long way to go. But I'm not that level of bad. I'm not that level of manipulative or just self-destructive and things like that. And Anthony, I meant to tell you, like I said, I met your sister and we were all talking while you were downstairs, and let me just say, your sister was destroying Michelle, yo. It was absolutely fantastic. I've never had so much tea brewing in the morning than I did at that one point. So, I just felt it was necessary for you to know. Oh, I'm not surprised. They went ham, egg, and cheese on Michelle. It was bad. But they're really cool, just to let you guys know. Just to let you know, your mom and your sister, they're cool. I don't know about the youngest sister, but like your mom and your other sister, they're really cool. But yeah, like I think the worst part about it is like I don't know. But what about Doggo? Listen, the Doggo is a good boy. That's actually another story. So, Sunday morning kicks in, and I don't have my glasses on. But it's like... but I'm like, I'm up and I'm listening to something. I was listening to Blue Orange Aid by TXT, one of the groups that was performing at KCON. I'm listening to that, and I'm looking out the window, and the dog high, the dog just runs up and hops in my face. And I jumped so hard because I didn't have my glasses on, so I had no idea what was going on. But it was so funny. I almost fell off the couch because I jumped so bad. But he's a good boy though. But yeah, it just learns that, like, the more you going back to my original comments, it's like the more you mistreat people, the more things are gonna hit you when, like, that person is doing better without you around than with you. You know, I just hate that, you know, it can't be a full escape, but it's something. And I mean, if I may be real with you guys, everyone, all of the women at KCON, at least the convention hall, all of the women there, both in personality and in regards to, like, attractiveness, stop Michelle out in every regard. I'm sorry, but it needed to be said, and I take nothing back. And you know what? Your mom would probably agree with me. Oh my god. Alright, let me get through the rest of this.
アカウントを破壊されたら復帰するのにいくら金と手間がかかると思っているのかね。メフィストさんから買ったアカウントデータが目的なんだろう。なら好きなだけ持っていけばいい。
奪ったアカウントの情報は全て破棄する。企業の帳簿もコピーさせてもらった。今後アカウント狩りに関わったらこのデータは全てネットに流す。わかった。
Basically, he's blackmailing him, letting him know that if he ever does this again, he's gonna get the fade. And, like, the last thing he's gonna have to worry about is his reputation.
やれやれ、今時のハッカーってやつはこれだから。まさか本気で正義なんてもののためだけに動いてるのかね。
お前の大好きなお金様じゃ買えないものがあるってことだ。
He's wearing sunglasses inside SMA. Yeah, Gladys, where are you now? While you're always calling Gon bougie, where are you now? Like, he's right there. What does he think he is, Beyonce?
お前のアカウント？何のことかね？僕が狙うのは企業や政治家のアカウントだ。お前みたいな子供のアカウントを狙って何になるのかね。
そいつは嘘はついていない。お前のアカウントはデータの中には見当たらなかった。おい、他にアカウント狩りをしているハッカーに心当たりはないか。
さあね。僕が使っていた元締めは
Bougie AF.
だが最近はあまり噂を聞かないが
At this point, you can no longer say that about Gon. Confirmed.
一時期エデンのあちこちでアカウントを借りまくっていた凄腕で、そいつの名前は確か保坂。そうだ、保坂明だ。
保坂明だ。
これでまた一人悪党を懲らしめたな。上出来上出来。
お前どうして茅場が犯人だと思った？
Are you finally gonna tell him?
誰かから情報が入った。
Maybe I should tell them all about K. Yes, I can. God is the bougiest person I know. How is he bougie? I don't get it.
ねえ、あれ喧嘩じゃない？
おいおい、まだ学生じゃないか。
なんだ。
Uh-oh.
ほら、さっきまでの勢いはどうした？情けねえな。
Oh man, they're actually bullying him. I forgot about this part.
いざ喧嘩になるとお呼び腰か？なあ、ゆうちゃんよ。あ？なんだっての？俺ら今こいつとお話し中なんだよ。邪魔だからさっさと伏せろよ。
おい、待て、こいつあいつじゃねえか？ハッカーって噂の。
マジかよ。おい、行こうぜ。そんなもやしほっとけ。
I love how they were so eager to fight me or run up to me, but as soon as they heard my name, they were like, "Nah, let's let him go. we don't want to deal with him. Yeah, no thanks." His entire education is bougie. His house is bougie. What about his education or house makes him bougie? I don't get it. You?
なんで助けたんだよ。余計なことしやがって。くそ。
By the way, Anthony, if you notice a resemblance between you and a certain other character that we hate so much, you probably get this particular resemblance. Wait, really? Is that you, Narukami? No, it's not you, Narukami. He's not nearly as cool.
と気にしないさ。そういうやつなんだろう、あいつは。
Uh-oh. Here it comes, boys.
なんでもない。デジタルワールド。
Just to let you guys know, she's actually, sick. Very sick. Oh god, here we go.
Hi, Ryuji-kyun. こっちこっち。ダメよ。そこは
待った。
とか
遅れてすまない。
とか言って乗ってくれなきゃ。お姉さんつまらないんだぞ。
冗談を言うために来たわけじゃない。
もう若いのに真面目ね。そういうところ嫌いじゃないけど。
約束のデータだ。
うちの重役ちゃんたちのあかうんとバッチリ揃ってるじゃない。いつもお仕事がスムーズで素敵よ、リュウジキュン。
茅場がアカウントを枯らせるために使っていた男、やられたぞ。
どうってことないわ。 あんな子もともと使い捨てにするためだけのおもちゃだもの。
ひょっとして奴がおかしくなったのはあんたのせいか？
どうかしらね。でも人からもらったものを安易に身につけない方がいいってことだけは言えるんじゃないかしら。どんな危ないものが潜んでいるかわからないものね。
Gotta go, got some yard work to do, but enjoy the rest of the stream. Alright, Gone, thanks for stopping by, yo. I really appreciate it. I know, right? He does look like Narukami. Like I said before, yo, he may look like Narukami, but he's nowhere near as cool. Or as strong. Bye, line
会話
out,
の件
Gone.
はどうする？一応牽制はしておいたが。
放っておいて構わないわ。帳簿がこっちにある以上、あんなやつには何もできないもの。おバカさんよね。ただの金庫番が欲をかいて値を釣り上げようとするからこんなことになっちゃうのよ。言われた仕事だけこなしていれば美味しい思いができたのに。あらあら、いけない。大事なことを忘れてたわ。取ってきてもらったアカウントだけど、この企業のデータを紐付けておいてちょうだい。もちろん手を入れた痕跡は残さないようにね。
これは
なーに？何か問題があるかしら？そういえばセントラル病院から連絡が来ていたわよ。検査結果あんまり良くなかったみたいね。これからはもっともっと治療が必要になるわよね。でも仕方ないわよね。あの子には必要なことなんだもの。心配しないで。私もできる限りのことはしてあげたいって思ってるのよ。なんて言ったって龍磁球はこんなに神代の私のために働いてくれてるんだもの。私たちいいビジネスパートナーよね。それじゃお仕事よろしくね、龍磁球。
All right. I haven't been able to contact you since then. What in the world happened to him?
頼まれていた調べ物終わったよ。保坂明の。保坂明、結構悪質なハッカーだったよ。年齢や性別問わずエデンで手当たり次第にアカウントを買っては相手を選ばず売りさばいていたみたい。でも分かったのはそこまで。現在の居場所は不明っていうか、ちょっと前からぱったり活動してない。足取りが途絶えちゃった。情報が少なすぎるよ。千歳にマルウェアを借りて本格的に調べることができればやってもいいけど、まさかタダで調査してもらえると思ってるわけじゃない。とぼけてもダメ。安心してよ、お金なんて取らないから。ここのところ エデンでデジタルウェーブの異常が多かったでしょ。気になったからワームモンと調べてみたの。そうしたらね、新宿にデジタルウェーブ時の乱れが大きい場所を見つけたんだ。だから行ってみたい。連れてって。もしかしたら最近よく噂で聞く怪現象の正体かもしれないじゃない。連れて行ってくれたら保坂の居場所もっと詳しく調べてあげてもいいよ。
Alright. So, pretty much what's going on is, Ryuji is actually being very taken advantage of by the lady that you just saw that, is doing all the moaning. So, he's really being taken advantage of. It's pretty bad. He's actually gonna become somewhat of our anti-hero for the time being. The last story that I wanted to get into, because I'm actually gonna end it right here for today, because I actually do want to eat. But the last thing that I wanted to say was that the beginning of the last stream yesterday was a very emotional one at first for a multitude of different reasons. And, you know, I know it's my stream or my channel. You know, it could really be whatever I want, you know, inside the guidelines or whatever. But I can't help but just be like, you know, I'm sorry for that. Like, when the reality of everything hit me and everything that I had just